I just needed to go out to the chicken coop and to grab a couple of eggs because we need them for our recipe. Today we are making albóndigas, or Mexican meatballs, and they're so delicious. So, welcome to my kitchen out here in the mountains of Guanajuato, Mexico. So as many of you know, we've been building our homestead out here in the mountains of Guanajuato, Mexico for 3 years. We've lived here in Guanajuato for 5 years. And this is what we've gotten done so far in the kitchen. We just added this counter and we plan on tiling it soon with that pretty brick. And then we have another counter over there and this one with our sink. We haven't gotten any cupboards or cabinets yet, but we're going to in the future. Our fridge, our chest freezer, and then this is my pantry. And this is where I'm working today. And this is my favorite part of the kitchen. I just love this window. And I can look out and see the sheep, the chicken coop, and the driveway. And of course, there's always construction materials. But let's get cooking. I just grabbed some dishes that we're gonna need out of the pantry. Now I need the meat that's in the fridge. For our ingredients for the albóndigas, we're gonna have 1.5 kilos of carne molida de res hamburger, 3 eggs, 5 Roma tomatoes, 5 carrots, 4 potatoes, 5 or 6 zucchinis, 1 large onion, some garlic, and for our spices, salt, pepper, oregano, and chipotle chilies, and some caldo de pollo, or instead of using this, you can just use water and the chicken bouillon. And for our albóndigas, we're going to add some rice. So that is everything we need. Let's get started. Alright, let's start with our sauce so we can get that going. I'm just going to cut up the tomato in chunks, smaller chunks, so that they won't get stuck in the blender. This is a traditional Mexican tomato sauce. We just cut up a whole bunch of Roma tomatoes, throw them in our blender with some onion, some garlic, salt and pepper, and a little bit of chicken stock or water with chicken bouillon. This is used for all different kinds of Mexican dishes like rice, sopas, caldos. This is the starter for a lot of those meals. So I even have my own salsa blender here. I don't make my smoothies in this salsa because, or in this blender, because this blender gets really spicy. All right, so we have our onion, our tomatoes. We're gonna put some garlic in there. I used about 1/4 of a really large onion, and I'm going to use 3 large cloves of garlic because we want this to have some flavor. Just like that. Whew, the onion's getting to me already. Now we're going to take a can of these chipotles and we're going to add a few of these to the sauce. This is what makes the sauce specific to this meal and not to, let's say, rice. I'm going to add 1. There's a couple of onions that fell in, but the chipotles are really big. 2, 3, I'm going to do 4. And then to this, I'm going to add my chicken stock. And we're going to blend this all up with some salt and pepper. And this will be the base for the soup that we're going to cook the albóndigas in. Looking good already. A good portion of salt because we're going to add some more water on top of this. And then some pepper. And let's blend this up. Alright, here is our beautiful sauce. It smells so good. We're going to add this to the pot. Add some water like I mentioned. A whole blender's worth of water. So half and half. And I'm gonna get this on the stove and get it going. And now we're gonna prepare our vegetables. Share the inspiration for this video today. I was just chatting with my mom on the phone and she said that I should do more cooking videos and that she thinks that people would really like that and she would really like that. If you're watching, hi Mom! She is one of my biggest fans and I just appreciate her so much. If you want to go back and a couple of months ago and look at a visit where she was here, I think I posted a video of her coming to visit us. So that was really nice. I'm gonna make all of my vegetables and even my meatballs kind of small. So we want to get all the hard vegetables in before the broth comes to a boil, because then the hard vegetables cook through all the way. And of course we're saving all the scraps for the pigs. Now let's make the albóndigas, the meatballs. Here is my beef. I'm going to add a cup of rice for 3 pounds of beef. Because, like I said, we're doing low carb, but to make this go even further, you can add a whole other cup. I'm going to quick rinse this, and I'm going to add that to our meatballs. We're going to add 3 eggs, and because I got them out of the chicken coop, I'm going to make sure that they're good before I add them to my hamburger, because like my grandma always used to tell me, be careful for the bloody eggs, because every once in a while you'll get a bloody egg out of the coop, for those of you who don't know. And we'll add our egg. I'm going to add some salt. I always just eye it. Some pepper. Some onion powder, because I like onion flavor a lot, and some Mexican oregano, or regular oregano, whatever is available. So I was taught to go like this with the oregano because it comes with stems. And it'll crush the leaves and then you just pull the stems out easier like that. Because of course we don't want oregano stems in our meatballs. And then continue to crush the palms of your hands like that. Whew, that smells so good. I'm going to do another little handful. Oregano is super healthy too. Really good for us. Alright, now we're going to mix this all together. Of course with our hands. You can have it any other way. That smells so good. So if you want to make a smaller portion because you don't have a larger family, it would just be 1 pound of hamburger, 1 egg, and a half a cup of rice. Or a cup of rice if you want it to go a little bit further and be a little bit more filling. And now we're going to form our meatballs. Like I said, I'm going to make mine a little bit smaller just because I thought it would be fun for the kids to eat. That way, I'm going to make them this big, but of course you can make them however big you'd like. And I'm going to roll these out, and then I'm going to add them to our stock. Just make sure that they're all about the same size. These are going to be so good, and I know everybody is going to love them here. This recipe would be really nice too, with the economy going the way it is, and trying to find affordable meals to feed our families is really important, especially here with us in Guanajuato. We're building our home, and we're trying to finish this year in 2025, so I'm always looking for affordable meals to make. And of course, because we're in Mexico, we eat a lot of Mexican food. Mexican food always has so much flavor. But I can make a good Italian meatball too. And for those of you that want to come on and come down in the comments and tell me, oh, a gringa cooking our traditional Mexican food and trying to teach us how to cook. No, I'm not trying to do that at all. I am just trying to share one of my family's favorite recipes, and of course my husband is Mexican and we live in Mexico, so I've learned to make a lot of Mexican dishes. It sure is quiet in the house. It's usually not this quiet, but Pa went and took the kiddos to his other property to go run around and play, and he was going to cut some brush and maybe some firewood, so that's what they're doing. And I thought, perfect, I'm going to make albóndigas for dinner tonight, and I'm going to record and just visit with you all for a little bit while everybody is out of the house. We're almost done. Probably having a hard time. See, don't those look so pretty and delicious? Pa has been outside building the other pig pen. That's been really exciting because we need to get another pig pen built so that we can bring trouble home, and so that we have somewhere else to put all of our little baby piglets. Alright, it just started boiling, our soup, and now our meatballs are done. You don't want to add them until the water is boiling, otherwise they're just going to mush up at the bottom. The stock has to be rolling. So let's add these. Alright, let's add these delicious meatballs, albóndigas, to our soup. And it's coming to a boil, as you can see. The carrots and the potatoes are cooking perfectly. So now we're going to add these little meatballs in. Our last two. No. It's gonna be good. And now we're gonna add our zucchinis, because these don't take as long to cook. Alright, everything is in the pot. Now I'm gonna cover it. I don't have a cover for this pot, so I just use a plate. And I'm gonna cover that and let that boil and cook for about 35 minutes. Alright, let's get this kitchen cleaned up. I always make a fun mess when I'm cooking. And time for a snack real quick. Some watermelon. It's definitely watermelon weather right now. It's really windy today. And we actually have like a windy season here in Guanajuato, and this is not it. But it's so windy, the garage door just opened. Just want to give another shout out to my good friend Amy. Hi Amy! She has an animal sanctuary right here in Guanajuato, Mexico. You can find her on Facebook if anybody wants to go and follow her story. She shares about life here in Guanajuato, Mexico, rescuing animals, dogs, donkeys. She even has 2 pigs, I think. She's doing amazing things for the community here in Guanajuato and rescuing a lot of animals in need. She's a really good friend of mine. We chat often about life here in Guanajuato. There's not many gringas out here outside of San Miguel de Allende or any of the popular cities like Querétaro. So we chat a lot and share a lot about what our life is like here and just kind of support each other over the phone. And she is just a really good friend to have. And I always love checking in, seeing what she has going on at Angelito's Sanctuario. We're waiting for about 40 minutes. So good. I'm already missing my family. We've been gone for like an hour already. Let's take a look at the soup. I don't want to stir them up because we'll smush them. Let me take off this plate, it's super hot. Yes, our meatballs are boiling and actually floating to the top, which lets you know that they are cooking perfectly. Just after about 5 minutes, they started to float. I'm gonna stick my spoon in just so that you can see, but I'm not gonna stir too much. But there it is. Oh my goodness, and it smells so good. I'm getting so hungry, you guys. Look at that. Aren't they beautiful? We have another 15 minutes. Let's go outside and take a peek. Hi, Osho. Hi, Osho. This is our garage, and this is Osho. Hi, Osho. Oso is bear in Espanol. Say, dile hola. He smells the meatballs cooking. Yeah. Says, Mom, please. Mom, please. Look at this view. Isn't that gorgeous? Ah, I just love it. So he did start before he left. This is going to be another one of our pig pens right here. I think he's filling up. Looks like he was cutting some wood. Oh, yep. He's going to fill up this chain right here. And then he added or ordered a door to go right here, just like this door. So it's coming along. Osho, Osho, Osho. Oso, come here. Come here, sweet boy. Zorro. Hi, Zorro. And Oso. Where's Masha? Yes. You guys are bored without the kids here too, aren't you? Yes, you are. This is our front door, but because it's rain season right now, it's swollen and it doesn't open. But it'll unswell and we'll be able to use it for the rest of the year. So I've been going into the garage. Alright, I think they're ready. Let's take this really hot plate off that I was using for my cover. Hot, hot. Oh wow, that looks so good. Let's dish some up. Oh, that looks so good. Look. Oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna try some with the broth. It has the chipotle smell with like a meaty smell. It smells so good. Let's see if I can find some potato. Make sure the potatoes are done too before I serve my family. Let's try the broth first. Oh yes. And let's cut into a meatball. Perfect. Look at that. Let's try it. Make sure that the rice is cooked. So good. So good. Let's make sure our potatoes are cooked. Perfect. Wow. So good. It's perfect, you guys. I would probably add just a little bit more salt to my bowl, but not to the whole thing because I like things with a little bit more salt than my family does. I've noticed as I get older. But this is so good. I highly recommend. I say 9 out of 10. Definitely. And you can eat this with tortillas. You can add more rice to it if you want, to the broth. Or you can eat it like us and just eat it like this for dinner tonight. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen here in the mountains of Guanajuato, Mexico. And thanks for being here for myself and my family and my husband. We really, really appreciate every single one of you. We are almost at 50,000 subscribers. Can you believe it? We never thought that the channel was gonna grow this far. We're like, oh, let's give it a shot, and if anything, we'll just be recording our journey here so that it'll always be available for the kids. And now we're almost at 50,000 subscribers after a little over, I think, 2 years, almost 3 years of being here on YouTube. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you try this recipe. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, if it looks like something you'd like to make. And we'll catch you on the next one. Adios!